On the show today, my special guest from Manchester is Neil Clough, the Apprentice Finalist, who went on to build a highly successful sales, training and recruitment business. He's also a motivational public speaker as well, for that matter.
You know, I always thought a year on from The Apprentice, would people still want me to go in and do the motivational speaking? Was it just a fad? But it turns out it wasn't. It was more than that. And yeah, I absolutely love it. Don't give up when you fail. Learn from where you go wrong and stick to your strengths. Okay, really obviously going back to the motivational speaking, it was about my reason and your reason to be motivated, and mine came through the toughest part of my life when my father passed away from cancer. And at the time I was a football player and that's all I was ever good at. And what my dad wanted me to do was fulfill my dream to be a football player, but when he passed away, the motivation to be a footballer died with him, and I decided to turn my back on football and go into business. So the reason why I'm so motivated is, you know, I want to prove to my dad and make him proud that I turned my back on football to be successful in business. And when I go out there and tell that story, what I always say is it's not about me and it's not about my journey, it's about what yours is. And if you've got a reason that gets you out of bed, a reason that gets you up when you fail, you're more likely to be successful, because when your reason to be motivated is for somebody else and not just your self benefit, i.e. in my case to make my dad proud, you're more likely to get up when you fail. Yeah, we've tried to really go into a marketplace which can be quite challenging, and our kind of perception of sales is to try and change that perception so that sales becomes a career of choice and not a career that you fall into. The actual Prime business and the concept is quite unique because we offer 3 training days where we invite people along that are looking to get into sales, and we train and develop them over a 3 or 4 hour period, and we assess their skills through training, with the concept being quite different to the traditional assessment day of what a typical recruiter would use. Because what we believe is if you're going to make a good salesperson, you have to adapt quickly to the skills and new skills that you're given. So we do that, we give the candidate skills, we see how they adapt, and then we use those to place them to the right profile of our clients. So check out the website, which is www.thisisprime.co.uk. What you will notice is that we are going about recruitment differently, and our passion is about training and developing people to give them the skills they need to succeed within a sales role, which can be target driven, pressurized and so on. So for me, in terms of the recruitment businesses, if you're interested in getting into sales or recruitment, then please do get in contact with us. You can access that through the website. And my one tip of advice to you, whether it's through us or whether it's through many of the other recruitment businesses across the UK, my bit of advice to you is to stand out from the crowd with your CV initially, because that's what gets you the interview, and think less about the jargon, think less about the words innovation and committed and passionate, and think more about what are your key achievements today in your life that will stand out, and have those 5 or 6 key achievements at the top of your CV. And they can be sporting achievements, academic achievements and so on, but that's what makes you stand out from what can be a very competitive marketplace. So yeah, if recruitment is something that you're interested in, then obviously please do, you know, get in contact with us. But as I say, my one bit of advice is stand out from your CV and make sure you focus on your key achievements and not just jargon. Well, the first thing that we did was went to some of the franchise shows which are across the country. I'm lucky enough that I speak most of the franchise shows in the UK, so I was fortunate that I was, you know, given that exposure. But I only learnt about franchising from actually going there and asking questions. You can also obviously contact the BFA, so the British Franchise Association, which will give advice on it. But for me, franchising was a route for us to get national coverage quicker. We could have employed people across each area and go out that way. We decided we wanted national coverage quicker, and we did that by franchising. So I would always say that franchise is a great way to go out there and sell your concepts and get national coverage, but obviously you've got to have a sound concept that people are going to buy into. So and yeah, I can see that we're looking at the website now, but if you are interested in obviously a franchise or getting to know more about franchising or finding out the best offers and deals in your local area, then feel free to go on to mytravelpal.com and check it out. Look forward to seeing you, hooking up with you at the business show.